Hello, soul travelers. How are y'all doing today? I'm going to close this door. Sorry. So, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shayna. This is where I share experience and knowledge that I have obtained to help you on your spiritual journey as I continue to grow on my own. So, I'm in my son's room today. So today we are going to be talking about manifesting, and we're going to be talking about that in reference to decoding the Bible. Yes, y'all. There is verses in the Bible that tell us how to manifest. So right now you're probably wondering why, why are we talking about the Bible? Being that in spirituality, our goal is pretty much get away from organized religion, right? And instead embrace our higher learning and our true spirituality. The first reason that I'm going to talk about that today is that once you start to fully awaken, you come to realize that there's some truth to all religions. There's some truth to be found in all religions and spiritual practices, okay? And we never want to completely close our minds to knowledge, no matter where it comes from, okay? And the second reason is that much of the information found in the Bible, guys, along with other texts from other organized religions, have been largely misinterpreted, okay? And have misled many people, many of us. And when we learn to decode this misinformation and understand its true meaning, we can actually make it very useful, guys. Okay, before I jump into the verses, though, I want to share a quick acronym with you that one of my friends told me about. Bible stands for Basic Instructions Before Life on Earth. Basic Instructions Before Life on Earth, Bible, right? And I really like it because it's actually kind of true, but not in the way that we have been taught, okay? So don't get me wrong. A lot of what's in there is just plain mistranslation, as well as strategically, placed wording for control and all that other stuff. Don't get me wrong. But as with everything else, I always say, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So the verses I'm going to be decoding to you and breaking down today are actually basic instructions on how to manifest. So the first verse I'm going to talk about reads, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Now, I know all of y'all have heard that before. Now, what we have been taught to think is that this means we need to worship and serve a male archetype God, as in a male archetype being, okay, in order to receive abundance and have our needs met. But what it really means is what we talk about concerning manifesting all the time, and that is raising our vibration and seeking our higher self. That is what it means by seeking the kingdom of God, you guys. Our higher self, being in that higher level of consciousness. So we must first seek that higher level of consciousness, first seek the kingdom of God, and be on that whole vibration of love, and be on that vibration of abundance and all of that. And then we become a vibrational match for that stuff to show up in our lives. So all these things shall be added unto you. So what I always say to y'all, about manifesting, we get happy first, and all the other stuff comes to match it. You get on that frequency, everything comes to match it. It can't help it. What's on the inside, the outside is a mirror. So that is exactly what that verse is saying. First seek the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Do you get it? I know y'all get it. I know y'all follow me. Okay, so that literally means we raise our vibration and seek our higher self, like I just said about the mirror. Okay, now let's talk about the numerology aspect. We can take this even further and break it down. Y'all know I love those numbers. So the verse that you probably all recognize, you probably already know the number, Matthew 6:33. Okay, Matthew 6:33. And so 6 is the number, I call it the family number, but it's not always talking about family. 6 is a number of perfect harmony. Okay, perfect harmony. And 33 is the master number for master teacher. Okay, and when you add it up, it becomes 6, chapter 6, verse 6. 33, or 3 plus 3 is 6, and then you have 6 on the other side already. Okay, so that's harmony on both sides. Harmony, the the crown chakra, the higher consciousness. When you're up there and you're living in that higher consciousness, then down here, as above, so below, everything else comes into your existence to match that frequency, okay? So even the number of the verse shows us that. Now the next verse I want to share with you is Matthew 13:12. For whoever has, to him more will be given, and he will have abundance. But whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away from him. So I'll read it one more time to make sure y'all got it before I break it down. For whoever has, to him more will be given, and he will have abundance. But whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away from him. Now, I know that pretty much sounds at the surface level like the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. You know, he who has gets more, and he who doesn't have will have what he does have taken away. Okay? But let me explain it to you. That's not what it means at all, guys. Okay? When it says whoever has more, it's talking about whoever is a vibrational match to have more. Whoever is not living in a state of lack. Whoever has that inner abundance, that inner, happiness, that inner joy, that high vibration, they're going to have more, right? And then when it says he who has less or does not have, will have that which he have taken away, it's talking about those who live in a state of lack and desperation, focusing on not having. Guess what they're going to have more of? Not having, guys. Okay, if you're in a low vibration, that's what you're going to get. I'll even give you an example. So one day, my grandma gave me her food stamp card to go shopping for her. Now, my grandma, whenever she sends me, she always tells me I can get whatever I want on her card, right, for going to the store for her. So this day, I'm walking in the store, I'm walking around thinking about how much money I don't have, like cash in my pocket. Just all in my head about it while I'm trying to do my grandma shopping. I got out the store, realized I didn't get anything for myself. And those were the things I was thinking about. Buying, like, food and stuff, guys. Come on, I had it right in my hand. And my grandma always lets me get whatever I want. So while I'm sitting there focusing on my lack, I just give my little gift away from the universe that my grandma had given me her card that day. And I could have gotten food. So then later, I had to spend the money I had in my pocket on the food, so then I had what I already had taken away. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? So that whole verse, whoever has shall have more and have abundance. He who does not have shall have that which he has taken away. It's telling you right there, y'all, your vibration. You have your vibration, you'll have more. Okay? If your vibration is low, you'll have less. And the Bible is literally telling us how to manifest, y'all. It's not telling you to depend on anybody or ask permission from something or someone outside of yourself. We just have to learn to read between the lines, guys, because there is stuff. And there's like a lot more. Like a lot of y'all have heard that Psalms is like a book of spells, whatever you want to call it. Listen, when I went to jail, there was nothing to read. So I started reading Psalms, and I started decoding all of this stuff. Like, I wrote my husband a whole long letter, like, breaking down stuff. Like, oh my God, babe, this is what this really means. This is what this really means. And y'all, I wasn't even, like, officially on my spiritual journey then. I was already on it, and I didn't even realize it, but yeah. So I've been kind of exploring this for a while now, and there is quite a few that just mean a lot of stuff that we don't think it means. And there's some more controversial things, like, I'm not going to talk about in this video, because I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm just trying to let y'all know that that is in fact in the Bible. And it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. So one more thing I was going to talk about. I was going to tell you guys, the numerology of that last verse I was talking about. It's actually, it breaks down to 4 and 3. So 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 3 is 4 and 3. And y'all know that 4 is laying the foundation. And 3 is the number of creative expression. So you lay your foundation. Whether you have your vibration low, you have it high, you laid your foundation up here or down here. And then that expression and that creation, you get it. Whether it's up here or down here. Okay, so I hope I didn't go off too much on a tangent. I hope you guys got the point. But yes. So, Thanks for watching as always, and you can email me or join my page, both in the links in the description box below, for a tarot card reading. And I'll see you at the next stop, Soul Travelers.